Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's so formal. Let's go with Infinite Friends. Why? The name of my business is Infinite Designs by Danny Deneen. I'm Danny, and you guys are going to be my friends. Hopefully, you'll subscribe to my page, and then you can stay tuned and see some of the things that I make and I sell with my business, or some of the items that I just make for gifts. So, in today's video, we're going to unbox the Glowforge. As you see here, I have this cool Glowforge pillow. There's a whole story behind it. So I'm going to share that story with you, as well as all the contents that come along in the Glowforge box. So if you're interested, come take a walk with me and let's get started. I like that one. So this is the box with all the accessories. I actually already opened this because I was excited to see what materials they include, the proof grade materials. But when you first open it, there's a letter that basically just says, "Hello, wonderful Glowforge owner." Then this is the bed that you put all the items that you're going to engrave and laser cut on. Put that to the side. And then you have here power cords and all of the great materials that are included. This is a piece of leather. That'll be nice to get started with. Medium hardwoods, some walnut hardwood, and as you see, all of these items have the film over it, so to protect it when you're doing your engraving and your cutting. So after you actually do use the machine, that's when you pull it off. And then we have a whole bunch of other items. Now, I'm not going to go through every single piece of them, just because pretty much all these are wood. I will be honest and say I was very disappointed that there was no acrylic in there. So I actually called my representative and let her know that there wasn't any acrylic in it. And she contacted Glowforge customer service, and I was lucky that they actually sent me a credit for $75. So because of that, I'm going to actually order some more acrylic. Other item that is included in there is the duct, which you need this to vent out to the window. So if you don't have, if your Glowforge isn't going to be located near a window, you'll probably have to buy the, they have like an air duct system or something like that. Basically, it's just because you don't have a window. But since I have a window, I didn't need to purchase that. Then the other thing where I was disappointed, I actually ordered my Glowforge, and it told me it was going to come in 2 weeks, and it was late. So, because it was going to be late, so guys, I ordered my Glowforge, and it told me it was going to take 2 weeks. And then I received an email that said it wasn't going to come in 2 weeks. And because of that, they wanted to make me feel special, I guess. And they decided to gift me with the pillow, which they said is a $50 pillow. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have paid $50 for this, but it's pretty cool. I really like it. It's really soft, and I can keep it on the desk next to my pillow that I made with my business logo. So, but they also gave me $100 credit, and with that credit, I bought some acrylic. Now, this was before I realized that my box wasn't going to come with acrylic. So, of course, I'm going to complain because it should at least came with one piece of acrylic. Because if you look on the pictures from the video, it looks like it comes with multiple pieces of acrylic. And as you see in the box, it was all wood. But these are the medium thickness, which is, I believe, 1/8. And this is the orange and the pink. And it's 5 by 10. And as you can see in comparison, this is the 12 by 20 size sheets. And then I'll also show you the thickness differences. So you can see clearly this blue one is the 1/8 and this green one is the 1/4. Just so you can get an idea. And the good thing about the proof grade, you don't have to change the settings for that. The machine automatically will read this code and it'll tell the machine what settings to put everything on so it can cut or engrave as it should. As you guys can see, the box is pretty huge. Alright. They say you need to have 2 people actually move it. I can see why, but it looks really secure. I like that the packaging is really secure. Makes me feel like my Glowforge machine is in there nice and safe. Uh-oh, let's take out all of this foam protection. Alright. Oh, wow. Now, you guys may want, if you're familiar with the Glowforge, you know that there are 3 different levels. You have the Pro level, the Basic level, and the Plus. Since I do graphic design, I decided to go ahead and get the Pro level. It's really, really nice. So let you guys get a little closer on there. So we're going to remove that and put that on my desk and continue with our setup. As you can see, this is my Glowforge set up on my table. I actually like this table just because it has a lot of drawers for storage. Because I wanted to keep all of the supplies and different things for this item inside. I'll actually list the table below in case you're interested for this or just crafting in general. I may eventually invest into a bigger one just because once I remove all that trash, you see I have the space for it. And I love that I get to look outside and actually have a nice little view. I'll show you guys that in the daytime one day. But now we just have to remove all the protection and everything. And as I said, they do send you a video on how to unbox when you purchase your Glowforge. And there's a community. It's actually pretty cool. All the different things that they give you, the resources, so that you can see if you want to get non-proof grade material and things like that. And as you see, we'll remove all of these items so that we can actually get started with cutting and engraving other things. As you see, I'm just being really careful with how I remove everything because I want to make sure I don't break anything. Basically, on the video, it tells you you're supposed to remove everything that has all the little orange pieces on it. All those items are going to be items that we get rid of. And we'll continue. You can see this is open. This is actually where you want to slide the bed inside of it. Oh, that's a little weird. That's interesting. I'm a little worried about that. There's a screw loose somewhere, so we'll have to see why that is. That's not good. But we'll unscrew all the knobs. Take out those. Because again, you want to take everything out that's orange. Ones in there pretty tight. All right. And then, okay, so now we're going to take the tray that was inside the accessory box and slide that right on in. Like so. Painless. Okay, and now we're going to add basically what I like to call the brain of the machine. So you can see all the different little parts. So basically what you have to do is you find this little tabby thing right here, and you see it has little holes right there on the side. So that's supposed to clip right in, and basically you hold it and it goes right in there. And then we'll move this over, and this is magnetized, so it should just click where it's supposed to go. Everything's magnetic. There we go. And you can see it's in there, and then it can go back and forth, slide back and forth. And I also meant to tell you guys, as you'll see when you go to the setup thing, you want to keep all of your orange things. So everything orange, because the warranty basically says that if you had to ship it back for whatever reason, you have to include all of these things for safety, because if you don't, they're going to charge you. So I would suggest taking all these items, as well as all of your packing materials, which you see I have all over here. Put these items in like a Ziploc bag, and put the foam and everything else back in the box. It's kind of a pain, because then now you have to store that, and why would you want to store it somewhere and just take up more space? But apparently that's what you have to do. So go back over here, and then we'll shut this, and we'll close this, and we'll go on to the next steps. So as you guys can see, I put all those items inside a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to put everything back and unfortunately store this big old box, I guess, somewhere in my basement. It's quite annoying. I feel like they should come up with something better than say that you have to keep the packaging, because why would you want to keep this just to take up space? But fortunately, this is what you have to do. All right, so next we have to connect the holes. Now, I actually saw on some other, because I like to watch videos as well to get information. So before I bought the Glowforge, I did watch YouTube videos, and I saw a whole bunch of cool ways that you can connect the connector that'll probably make it less noisy, as well as just probably more secure than this option. I will be purchasing some of those things if I feel like once I try it out that it's just too noisy, or I just want a cooler way to connect it. But for the moment, we'll set it up the way the things that it came with. So, they come with these rings. Basically how these work is when you want to loosen it, you put it like that, and then you let it go so it can be tight. So, you should connect this to the back of the machine and then put this on. So because my Glowforge table, as you see, is on wheels, it's actually going to make it a little easier to move the table out to attach the holes to the back of the machine. So what I think is best is to put the clamps around this first. So therefore, once we attach it here, I can just open it wider to get it on there. So let's see, let's open this up. You might need to, I don't know, squeeze it in there a little bit. That's actually why I'm going to get probably one of these other connectors. It makes it a little hard, and I want to make sure that it's a really snug fit, because it's important, because this is going to be releasing fumes and gases and different things like that, and you just want to make sure that not only are you being safe with the fumes and things, that you're being safe for your family as well. So, I'm actually going to move it down a couple. I want to get a really, really good fit. Snug fit on it. And then you can see getting it all the way on there, and I put an extra ring. And then you get this tight fit snap on there. This is personally, I really think that they should come up with something a little easier. I think I did see that they have the ones that you can just screw it on, like loosen it up and then tighten. I think I would like that much better. But like I said, some of this is my nails. That's making it a little bit more difficult to get it on there. Ouch. So you can see it's on there nice and snug. And now we're going to I will be venting it out to this window there, as you can see. So now you can see behind the Glowforge, the on and off button, as well as the holes for the power cord. So we are going to plug that in. And you want to make sure that it's on the off side too before you turn it on. Now, as you see, I have to have the exhaust fan going outside, of course, but my window is so big, and I did see in the community of Glowforge a video of how they made a custom slot closer so that, you know, to keep the cold air out and things like that. So I'm probably going to make one of those. That's going to be one of my videos. But just so I can play with it for today, I put this piece of cardboard there, and we'll close that up. So that'll be our temporary fix. But I will do another video to show something more permanent. And now that we have it all set up, I'll remove this. And I will switch the power button on back here. Let's see. And there you go. You can see it powering up. Pretty cool. Guess it has to do all the setup, and then you can see the glow. That's the Glowforge. So I hope you guys like this video, and I will be doing my next video will be the first item that I'm going to make on my Glowforge. So until then,